Yo, what's up, guys? I'm making it to another video, and today I'm with Exodium here.
Yep.
We're gonna do something a little different than our usual videos. We're gonna talk about this one game called Saber Showdown.
Yes, it's a Roblox game.
I've heard it before if you watched our videos. We've made a couple videos on this game.
I've made a bunch of videos on this game.
Yes, you have.
Yep.
I made like one or two, and I just started making VR videos because I was grounded from my
Yeah, I've taken enough of this. I decided to make this video. I've avoided it in the past, but now that, you know, you're with me, Zade, I think this is the perfect time, so yeah.
Yep.
So, how about you start it off with what you want to talk about first?
So I would like to start about not so much the game itself, but the people, the community of this game. So you might think, hey, the community's not that bad. If you say that, you are so wrong with every community in existence. Like, there's the gacha community with all this gacha stuff. There's the fort. I'm not even going to say it because I know I offended some of Nathan's friends by saying stuff about that specific game, so I'm not even going to say it. But there's that game community, that game itself anyway. There's some people in like every community that are kind of just woohoo crazy, and this community is no different because there is a bunch of toxic players, teamers, and you know what? In this one server that we were in before we made this video, it was like a few minutes ago, but there was like the entire server, to be exact. The entire server was not only new to the game because it had like no kills whatsoever, but if that's not bad enough, they were teaming on us and trying to get kills. Of course, they're just spamming.
They're almost like, they behave like bots, to be honest. Like, I can see if you're noobs. I could see if you're noobs, but the thing is, they were like the type of people to like kill you if you were typing and then teabag you while you were typing in the chat.
And speaking of that, we were in a bigger server one time. I was trying to record another video, but it was like a scrap project because something dumb happened. But long story short, there was a dude, right? And he was teaming on us, and he killed me when I attacked him, and the game decided to be like, hey, I know you're attacking, and you both attacked at the same time, but I'm just going to let the other dude kill you anyway. And as soon as he did that, what did he do? He crouched up and down on my body. And if you all know what that is, because you play a certain game, I'm not going to say, you know that's called teabagging.
Yeah. It's even worse when they do it when you're not even fighting them. Like, you're just typing in the chat or something, they just come up behind you and then teabag you. Or...
PC players. Oh, wait, you can continue, Nathan.
So, anyways, yeah, I was chewing. It's even worse, too, like... if somebody else kills you, and then you look in the background and somebody else teabags you even though they didn't even kill you.
Yeah, and then there's PC players, which...
PC and laptop, by the way. Now, listen, if you're a PC player or a laptop player watching this video, please do not feel offended by this. Like, this, just no offense taken, alright? But...
it's not PC players by themselves. It's the type of people that like to abuse it.
Yeah, they like to abuse it and whatnot, and they brag about it too. Like, if you're a mobile player, you know, like, they'll just make you feel...
As an iPad/mobile player, we have disadvantages.
Yeah, we can't just...
we can't really use, like, certain combos of buttons. Like, when we're saying PC players abuse their power, like, to, like, press multiple keys at once, we're saying they're attacking. They're spamming the attack button, when also holding down the defense button, which puts up the lightsaber, so they can't get slapped down to the ground and stunned. They can't get... They have certain...
I have made many videos...
Much
like, I've made some videos, like, I think there was one previous video that I've made called, like, the struggle with with mobile players, something like that, but it talked about this, but it didn't go too deep into it, because it was, like, an actual gameplay. But the thing is that I, myself, am also a mobile player, and when I fight, I notice that it doesn't even matter what weapon they have. It could be like a frickin' sword for all I care. They could literally...
Default Saber.
Yeah, default Saber. Doesn't even matter. But they could still win even if I had, like, dual backhands or something, because you know what they like to do?
They like to press down the defense button and then just spam their attack.
Exactly. They just press down the block button.
Like, for us, if we're gonna defend against the slap, we have to like time it. We have to just, it's kind of like a parry, so say. Like you have to parry their slap.
Great. Now my game is actually...
You don't have to do any sort of effort to parry it. They like Nathan. Let's like practice fighting and let's not actually like fight. Let's just try and slap each other when we have our sabers out, okay?
I'm trying to light up my lightsaber, but the game is freaking delaying it because...
So, try and slap me. See, I literally like unblocked and then pressed it immediately. You try to stop blocking and then just try and parry this. See, we have to do that. Meanwhile, PC players, as an example, they can try to slap.
Yeah, they could literally hold down the block button effortlessly.
And not only that, they can also, like, as a mobile player, I'm spamming my attack button when I'm blocking, and it's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But for PC players, that's not a problem. Because it doesn't register the mobile button.
Or the grip thing, too.
Yeah, we can. But you get the gist of it.
Yeah, like, I try to grip you, but see how I can't do anything else but walk while I do that? They can, like, block and stuff, and, like, attack while they're gripping.
So, like, I'm gonna try and grip you, and when I try to move I can do it. But when I try to move my camera while trying to grip it while block, it zooms in and out because it can't, because Roblox on mobile is just unfair. Like, Nathan, I'm trying to grip you right now, but in order to move my camera, it moves me up and down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I reset because there was something... It's, like, delaying it or something. Like, it's not letting me fight. It's not necessarily lagging right now. It's just kind of delaying the thing. So,
yeah.
Hold on, Zade. I'm just gonna cut this out real quick and just join a different, smaller server.
I've been recording all this time.
Alright, so...
Put my lightsaber away because there's really no one attacking.
Yep. So, what do you wanna... What were we talking about again? The PC players? Aren't we kind of...
Let's move on to a different topic because I think we've ranted about that enough. Plus,
Okay.
my recording's probably going to stop soon. Plus, my battery's low.
Alright, well then I guess we'll just reset, go back to the lobby, and then we'll just talk about the weapons and stuff.
Oh yeah, the inaccurate weapons and some of the OP ones that people used to abuse and then got nerfed, but not nerfed enough.
Exactly. Like, the sword, I think I tried to talk about this previously, but it just wasn't. But anyways,
Honestly, I think the staff is actually a well-balanced weapon, actually.
the staff is a well-balanced weapon. It's like the only weapon that makes... Like, there's weapons that make sense.
Powerful, but you can't really use it as spamming, because if you do, it's going to drain your stamina. So you have to, like, really, like, actually use it properly. And I think that's just kind of well, so people can't abuse the weapon.
Right, like, I have a sword equipped right now. They ruined the sword, and I'll tell you why. This game isn't a Star Wars game anymore because of the accuracy with stuff. Like, this sword here, it used to have a much thicker blade, but now, which kind of resembled the Light Club, which is pretty much just a thick lightsaber. But the thing is it's now a skinny blade, and so they kind of ruined that for it. Which, I mean, it's not too big a deal. But then I go back into the shop. Come on. Alright. And then I go in here. They did change some of the hilts and stuff too. But the thing is that I look at the whip, which is kind of fine, but don't take something else. Like, the design for the whip blade and stuff is completely suitable for that weapon, okay? The thing is, this game's made some pretty stupid weapons, okay? Katanas, I don't know if they actually did exist. What? What?
Like the scythe, what?
Yeah, exactly, scythe. But, yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyways, there is a katana, okay? They could have theoretically existed in Star Wars, maybe like a comic book or something, if, you know, like the Dark Saber existed, but I don't think they did. But I'll let this one slide. I think everything started getting stupid when they added the boomerang. If you're gonna add a weapon that spins, add the freaking Inquisitor lightsaber instead.
And here's the thing, Nathan. I checked in their Discord server one time, and they got a request from someone that would add the Inquisitor saber. They said they might add it, but then it never ended up happening.
It's stupid, honestly. The way they didn't listen to such a good offer, and
like, if you're gonna make a weapon spin, then why on earth is the attack animation? You throw it in front of you in a not even a horizontal, but like a vertical way.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're practically gonna, like, if that was actually in Star Wars, you'd practically just be cutting your arm apart. Like,
like, you, like, throw it in front of you, you, like, thrust it in front of you like a boomerang. I mean, like an actual boomerang in real life. Like, you know how you, like, flick your wrist? You're kind of doing that, but in a shorter way, and the blade is big enough to where you literally cut your arm, but then it's Roblox, and, you know, apparently physics don't matter anymore. It just kind of cuts your arm. Which, doing that in real life, if you were in the Star Wars universe, wouldn't end well.
Exactly. Now, the next thing are the freaking nunchucks. The nunchucks are probably, in my opinion, just kind of like the stupidest thing they added because there is no use for them whatsoever. You're paying 18,000 points for a weapon that's literally just as good as a default saber. Like,
here's the thing. If you're not skilled at this, like, a Jedi is not going to start out with the nunchucks and just hope they get it good. Because trying to learn these things, you know you're going to hit yourself and maybe possibly cut yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Or, in some cases, you may accidentally, I flicked this wrong and it kills me.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, you.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, real nunchucks, you're actually, like, for different forms and stuff, you're supposed to, I do believe, I might be wrong, but you're supposed to be able to hold either side. Like, nunchucks, like, for these nunchucks, you're essentially just using it as a whip, almost. Just, like, whip this, whip that with one side of the nunchucks.
And plus, there are ways that the lightsaber could accidentally, like, flip around in a circle and cut the chain off. Yeah, this is Roblox. Physics don't need to matter, so let's just make the blade just clip through the nunchuck and nothing happens to it.
Yep. The other
like, if you
voice crack.
Look at the image for the nunchucks, unless this metal is Beskar, then it's still just normal metal. Like, unless they made it lore-wise where it's just Beskar that holds the nunchucks together, still, it would cut it.
Yeah. the dual staffs, I don't have dual staffs, but they seem alright. They seem kind of like a gimmick, though, for 60,000 points. Though.
Yeah, plus, I actually have them, and I watched a tier video, if you must, that, like, says how bad or good a weapon is. The dual staff was actually not the most powerful one. It was actually just the regular one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've killed so many different users, dual staff users, with my single staff.
The first ever dual staff user you encounter, you beat him.
I know, I think I even made a YouTube short about that. But anyways, the other thing. The scythe. This has got to be the most absurd thing they've added so far.
The scythe. Literally just the Grim Reaper weapon in a laser destroys everything for it.
It's not even how you use a freaking scythe. It's supposed to have two, like, little knobs on the side that you use, it's supposed to be a sideways grip. You're not supposed to just be flipping it around like a freaking idiot, just in battle. Like, that's not...
There's, like, the actual attack animation itself. You would think, hey, you're gonna attack with the short blade part.
No, you're just freaking hitting people with it like a freaking baseball bat. Like...
Yeah, like, when you hit it, unless you have to be, like, a certain distance from the person you're fighting to make it accurate. But most battles in Saber Showdown just have you having close combat battles and backing away when you have no stamina left.
Plus, there was actually a scythe at some point in Star Wars, like in a comic book or something. The scythe, though, looked like an actual lightsaber scythe. It didn't look like this frickin' thing. This scythe here...
I think there's actually like a lightsaber axe that was in Star Wars that existed at one point.
Yeah, they should add like a lightsaber fencing sword, the light foil. Look it up on Google. It looks...
They add a freaking nunchuck and boomerang and freaking scythe. Like, what?
Yeah, instead this scythe literally just looks like a painted freaking actual scythe.
The dual staff exists in Star Wars along with all the other variants, but those three weapons
just don't, and they're...
Like, come on.
Yeah, the sword actually did exist if the blade was thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just absurd. Like, and so what my opinion is on Saber Showdown? Yeah, I'll play it, but I'm probably not going to make... I said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm probably not going to make as many videos on it, unless they're like joke videos or whatever, because the game doesn't...
Literally, I've told Nathan off camera tons of times during these calls that I'm not sure if I'm going to play this game as much anymore. I'll still play it, but it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to wake up in the morning and play this game for 5 hours on end. No, it's, oh boy, time to wake up and play this game.
Zade, I have to get off this call because this phone's about to die, but the thing is that, yeah, any last words from my video?
Nope.
Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be it for my video. Zade can keep talking about the thing, though.
I think I'm gonna get off too. My battery is at 31%.
Well, then I'm getting off too. But yeah, this has been a nice chat. But yeah, that's just me and Zade's opinion on Saber Showdown right now, currently. So yeah, see ya.